Today we have three stories on new tech jobs coming to Ohio, a big data project from the state, and two out-of-town startups coming to Central Ohio. Coming from Columbus, I'm Chris Berry. Jeff, welcome to episode 2 of the Ohio Tech Report.
Chris, great to be here today, and I am coming to you live from Youngstown, Ohio. And welcome everyone to the Ohio Tech Report. Thanks for joining us today, because each week in 7 minutes or less, we're going to share the latest news and insights on companies and the people developing Ohio's technology sector and those that are driving innovation across our state.
So if you're a business, civic, or public sector leader, and you're focused on Ohio's economic growth through technology and innovation, the Ohio Tech Report is going to be for you.
Cool. So Chris, what's on tap today?
So Jeff, story 1 is statewide. It's about tech-focused jobs coming in the state, over 2,000 of them, in fact. This week, the Ohio Tax Credit Authority approved tax incentives for a number of companies that are going to create and retain jobs. The payroll is going to be into the hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're expected, these jobs, to spur investments of even more money than that, the authority said. So among them are 4 specific ones that are tech-focused all across Ohio. First one, coming from your part of the state, Jeff, is Lordstown Motors. Over 1,500 jobs expected hiring for that part of the state, which is really fantastic. And second one is 250 jobs at Columbus-based tech companies Upstart. They're actually second headquarters, first one in Silicon Valley. 150 jobs from Branch Insurance, also Columbus-based. And then another 100 jobs at an IT consulting shop that's going to be coming to Ohio as well. So Jeff, this is really fantastic news for the state, and to have so many of these really well-paying, good quality, tech-focused jobs is exciting to hear.
In line with technology, data too can facilitate growth. So you ready to move on to story number 2?
Yeah, let's go.
So the Ohio state government unveils a new data website, but it's not just another website. This is a very exciting initiative called Data.Ohio.gov. And this is an initiative, more than 200 data sets being provided by the state of Ohio through their data initiative. Data yields transparency, data yields insights, data helps people discover new things that they weren't before possible. And the good news is I know someone that has really great insight into this, initiative. And Chris, it happens to be you. So I know that the lieutenant governor used OhioX as one of the supporting organizations that's really backing this initiative. So what's your perspective on Data Ohio, Chris?
Yeah, so Data.Ohio.gov, again, is newly launched this week by the state. And as you mentioned, Jeff, it's putting all this information that the state has and has collected and really making it transparent and open to anyone that would like to use it. So state officials, what they say is that they're envisioning that whether it's legislators, state policy staffers within, some of our governmental entities, people at think tank, universities, journalists, the business sector, that they can use this information to inform their research, which is really what it's all about, is using data, taking information that we either already have or perhaps are able to collect the first time because we're doing more advanced technology work, and putting it to use for taxpayers to make government better, smarter, faster, and quicker. And so very much kudos to Lieutenant Governor Husted, the DeWine administration, the folks at Innovate Ohio for putting this together, because these are things that a lot of governments don't have to do, but these types of things really put a flag on the map that say, hey, Ohio's leading on some of these really important issues of government transparency and using data, which we all know in tech is such a big thing, to better taxpayers and better the experience of living in Ohio. So this was really exciting to see it come together. For story 3, Jeff, we're going to be in Central Ohio. It's actually 2 out-of-state startups, and one's kind of a startup within a big company, but that are coming to Columbus or Central Ohio. So the first is a Norwegian tech startup called Decisions. They picked Columbus. They're recently valued at about $13.5 million. They've created an add-on app for Microsoft Office that aims to make meetings more effective. Its app lets employees enter meetings better prepared. One feature flags topics intended for discussion or decision and leaves with clear goals. And so it's a perfect example of a company out of Norway, which I don't know how much relationship folks have with people in Scandinavia, but here's a exciting Norwegian startup that decided to put put a presence here in Ohio and the United States, right here in Columbus. And the second one is Waymo, they're opening a new autonomous vehicle testing site at East Liberty's Transportation Research Center, reported by the AP. Waymo, some people may know, is a Google company, and this is going to help them test their autonomous vehicles on dense urban areas. And I know, Jeff, you and I have talked a lot about autonomous vehicles and how Ohio is leading on that, because that's certainly the future. So here's another example of a top Google startup that's coming here to Ohio.
Wow, Chris, big week this week. We learned about tax credits. We learned about Data Ohio initiative and the transparency it creates to stimulate economic development, and two out-of-state startups coming to Ohio. So certainly there is momentum on the horizon. And Chris, it sounds like you have momentum here within OhioX. What are the important initiatives you're looking for to close out the year?
To wrap up 2020, we're really excited, just like everyone, seeing some of these news headlines about first responders, people in the healthcare field starting to get these new COVID vaccines, and what that means for 2021 as we start to open back up again, and just really the opportunity for collaboration. We've been doing it virtually, but looking forward in the new year to doing it in person. So thanks for watching today's Ohio Tech Report. Always feel free to reach out as you're watching this on LinkedIn. Feel free to put in the comments any big stories that maybe we missed or we should talk about next week. So Jeff, great episode 2. Looking forward to episode 3, and we will see you all next week.